What's up, my dudes? Valkyrja, and today we're going to be talking about something old as time. No, I'm not going to be talking about specific. I'm not going to be showing specific examples. If you guys want to know, just look for whenever Raiden officially first came out. I did a ton of videos trying to convince people she was good because a lot of people thought she was bad. So this is going to be about C0 Raiden, and because, as you guys know, I do not have C0 Raiden, so I cannot show you C0 Raiden. I'm going to be talking about Raiden from a pure utility standpoint. Same word, right? But from a pure utility standpoint, I'm going to be talking about C0 Raiden because her constellations do nothing but add damage. So if all I do is if I don't talk about her damage, then I'm talking about C0 Raiden because everything just adds more damage. So we're going to be talking about that because I see a lot of misconceptions going around. There is a reason Raiden is one of the most used units in Abyss. Not everyone's a whale. Not everyone has her C2. Not everyone has her C3. Not everyone is able to afford that. But her utility or her pick rate is really high. Pick rate versus ownership is insanely high for a damn good reason. Now, her E kind of doesn't really matter because once you hit, I think it's level 9, the 0.30% per energy elemental burst damage bonus, it actually stops scaling at like level 9, so you don't even need to crown her E. But her Muso no Hitachi, completely disregarding the damage, the main thing it does is it restores energy. It restores a good amount of energy. It's not a ton, but it makes it so if you are running resonance, like you're running Xingling and Bennett, for example, 2 pyros, Raiden actually makes up for the need to have any ER in their build whatsoever. I have lots of videos. I tested this for over a week whenever she first came out because that was a battle and a half. Raiden is easily a really strong unit, even at C0. Purely from a utility standpoint, she's really damn good. She also buffs up ult damage bonus, really strong. But she is a very powerful unit because, like I said, I've seen a lot of people say at C0 she's very bad, but that's still not true. At C0 she's still one of the best units in the game. It's just C2 makes her the best unit in the game, in my opinion, because she becomes a whole package. But at C0 she's up there. She's one of the best. But the thing is, right, is that energy restoration that I talked about is so slept on and so heavily underutilized that you don't really realize how impactful it is until you try to remove her from your team. Then you're like, I can't really ult as much. This kind of sucks. That's kind of how Raiden Shogun is, right? That's why C0 Raiden Shogun is so good, is because she just lets you ult constantly, and that's why her on National is a thing. Even though like she's not the main driver of National, a lot of other characters you really want on the field to deal damage, but she still does decent damage. But she makes it so that Xingling is able to build more into DPS because you don't have to worry so much about energy recharge due to the way Raiden Shogun works. Because like I said earlier, you have Xingling with Bennett on the same team. You're going to basically not need any energy recharge pieces at all. You don't need it because Raiden kind of covers the gap, and she makes it so you can just constantly ult basically on cooldown, especially if you have some constellations on Xingling to be able to have the perma ult. So yeah, I wanted to make this video, one, to remind people to go back. Whenever Raiden Shogun first came out, I have so many videos documenting my testing. I spent over a week testing her in the Abyss. I spent so much time testing this character at not C0, at C3, then C6. But like I said, if you remove her damage, just completely remove her damage altogether, you're Raiden Shogun's dealing negative damage. She's straight up just dealing 0 hit. Her utility is still phenomenal for the team. She provides so much beyond just damage, but everyone's hyper focused on her damage this, damage that, because of what she can do. They're not focusing on the other things she does, even at C0, that make her a phenomenal unit to be in your team. By now, I would assume enough people have played her long enough to be like, oh yeah, it kind of sucks when I don't use Raiden. I would assume that's the case, but I've seen many people basically saying the same stuff that whenever she first came out. I don't know if they're convincing themselves to skip or what, but there have been a lot of things proving what I said initially whenever she very first came out about the utility aspect. right as time has gone on, because, like I said, just look at her Abyss usage. The numbers kind of speak for herself. She's only gone up over time. Like, that means if she's just going up over time in ownage versus usage rate, that means more people that got her, built her, tried her, and said, damn, this is nice, I don't want to take this out of my team, and kept using her. That's kind of how it's been with Raiden Shogun, is people, more and more people that have tried her have realized how essential she is to a team. Very similar to how Kazuha feels in a team, or Bennett. Whenever you use Bennett, you get hooked on Bennett. You can't really get off. Bennett's like a drug. Raiden Shogun is very much the same way. It feels really bad to have a team now without Raiden, which is why you see her in virtually every team I run, except for Mono Geo, which batteries itself, because if four similar element units cannot battery one unit, then that's a yikes from me, Chief. Actually, I think I was throwing her in Mono Geo as well. Yeah, I've been using Raiden everywhere I can because she's just that good and that flexible, in my opinion at least. I think Raiden is a phenomenal unit, and I think a lot of people are completely wrong about her C0, because I think even though at C0 she's not the powerhouse DPS, as I always showcase mine to be, she is still a very powerful unit. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always. Make sure, if you guys still are curious, go back, check out my channel whenever she first came out. Go all the way back to those videos and just watch what I'm saying, watch everything. You'll see it's exactly what I'm repeating today. I still think that she can deal good. I'm not saying she can't deal damage at C0. Don't keep this in mind. If you have a good build, you have good artifacts, you have an R5 to catch, you have all that stuff grounded up, she 100% can still be a great DPS at C0. Of course, she's not going to be able to compete with the top caliber DPS, in my opinion. Your Ganyus or your Hu Taos or whatever. She's not going to be able to compete with those at C0, but she still is going to be able to be a very competent DPS, good enough to beat anything in the game, including Floor 12 Abyss. She's still going to be strong enough to do that at C0, just nothing crazy until you hit C2, but she's still a very, very strong unit C0. Anyways, just wanted to make this video, getting that out there, sorting that out. That way a lot of people, whenever Raiden comes around, don't have the misconception that a lot of people do put out there, and maybe, hopefully, dispel some of the C0 rumors that she's only good at C0. Hopefully that fixes everything. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys have any questions that I have not answered in this video or in my old series where I was defending Raiden Shogun for over a week. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, let me know if you guys have any questions about that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.